Good morning. We're going to do a little project this morning here at the cattle guard. This cattle guard is right in front of my house, and I've got 32 calves in this pasture behind me, and 30 of the calves respect the cattle guard and stay out of my yard. But 2 of them, it's the same 2, every evening as the sun goes down, they jump across this cattle guard, get in the yard, and sometimes mess up our landscaping or our ornamental plants. So I'm going to improvise an electric fence gate today that hopefully over the course of a couple of weeks they will learn to stay out of this yard. It'll serve its purpose then. So stay with us this morning and watch us construct this electric fence gate. First order of business is to drive a steel T-post into the ground to which to attach one end of our fence. And even though the ground's a little hard, it's a lot better than it would have been a week ago. We got a nice rain about a week ago. Now to the steel T-post, we'll attach a simple little plastic fence insulator. These are available from any farm supply store. There's lots of different varieties of them. The other end of our makeshift gate, I'm going to attach a different type of insulator just with a piece of wire around the wooden part of the cattle guard. It's got a little loop on it to make it easy to hook and unhook. Now for the gate itself, I'm using a poly wire. It's kind of an electric fence, plastic with electrical wires interwoven in it, simply because it's easy to handle and lightweight, and it's a little bit more visible than just a bare electric wire for the calves to see. I'll just secure it to the insulator using a simple hard knot, 2 or 3 of them, to make it pretty secure. These calves like to push against it a little bit until they get shocked good. After it's tied, I'll snip off the excess on one end just to keep it from accidentally grounding out against the T-post. The other end of our gate, we're going to attach to an insulated handle that you can find from any farm supply store, and it's just going to make it easier to open and close the gate. Again, we'll just tie 2 or 3 hard knots against the insulated handle, and snip off the excess on the end again to keep it from shorting out, and we will have our gate pretty much constructed. Now we'll take our 12-volt fence charger and just secure it to the wooden part of our fence just to kind of keep it up off the ground and hopefully away from the calves nosing around on it. Now I'm going to take about a 3-foot length of just regular 2-wire cable, electrical house cable, and I'm going to attach the black end to the gate itself by wrapping it around the wire a few times so that it makes good contact with the metal. And then I'm going to take the white wire and attach it as a ground to the steel T-post, making sure it's in good contact with the T-post. Now I'm going to make a few wraps with electrician's tape around the wires connected to the gate. This is not necessary to make it work. It'll simply keep the wire from slipping when the calves touch it. And I'm going to do the same thing with it around the T-post. Not needed to make it work, but just to keep it more secure. Now I'm going to connect the other end of that electrical cable to the charger itself. Underneath the terminal that's labeled fence, we're going to put the black wire, and underneath the post labeled ground, we're going to put the white wire and then secure those both down. I'm going to take a 12-volt battery, and we're going to attach now the fence charger to the battery with alligator clips coming from the charger. The black lead will go to the negative terminal. The red lead will go to the positive terminal. The current tester shows me that indeed we do have current going to the fence. The real test will happen though if the fence makes the calves stay out of the yard. And it works. Off they go.